Susan Beth, and you are listening to the She Is podcast, where we talk about living life intentionally and about trusting that the desires you have deep within you are there for a reason. I believe that the creator of the universe put those desires within you and that they are pathways to your purpose. My desire is that this would be a space that encourages you to lean in and to hear the whispers of the divine, and that you would be reminded of things that I honestly believe you already know. That you, my friend, are here for a reason. So if you're here for more conversations in that kind of space, welcome. Let's go. Happy first Sunday of 2024. And I hope that you've been easing back into whatever normal life looks like for you this past week. And if you're still easing, that's perfectly fine too. The focus from the winter journal that we're going to be looking at this week is called When It All Falls Away. And this focus isn't a completely new thought to this season, as allowing things to fall away in our lives was a foundational focus as we walked through the season of autumn together. But the twist is a little different as we process the reality of what this means as we walk through a winter season. The falling away of things in our life can look different for each of us. For some, the falling away might be relational, and for some, it might have something to do with your vocation, which then might involve where you have lived life. Each of us have walked, and maybe some of you are even currently walking through change and loss. And as much as we would love to avoid this process, it is part of us living in this world. The natural falling away process that happens in an autumn season of our lives, it can leave us feeling vulnerable and uncovered as we enter a winter season. And that vulnerability, it may cause us to feel hidden in plain sight, meaning we have experienced change and we feel that to our core. And some of that change is obvious, but the majority of that change, not so much. Which means we can stand in a crowded room full of people that assume to know us well and not truly be seen. And in a winter season, that is okay and to be expected. Winters are a sacred time to go deep into healing, an invitation into being securely seen, held, and healed. I love these words found in Psalm 34:18 that say, if your heart is broken, you'll find God right there. If you're kicked in the gut, He'll help you catch your breath. And there are moments when everything around you has fallen away. And the sting of winter, it's cold. And the words and the opinions of those around you, as well intentioned as they might be, they cannot heal your heart. Those around us, they can be a help and a blessing, but they can't ultimately help us catch our breath because they aren't the originator of our breath. That's the hidden beauty of a winter season. The life-giving breath breathed into us by God as we allow Him to cover and to shield us from the brutality of the season. I would love to remind you today that you are not defined by a winter season. We have the opportunity to be refined, but we are not defined only by a winter season that we walk through. When we are kicked in the gut or everything has fallen away, it isn't the end. It's simply the beginning of another layer in our lives. Here are a few of the prompts from the weekly focus this week for you to pray and to process and to write about as you go through this week. Who are you when an autumn season has left you feeling vulnerable and uncovered? Have you felt defined by a hard winter season from yourself or others? Where are some areas that God may be wanting to bring health and healing to your life? Have a beautiful week, friend, and we'll talk soon.
Hey, you. Thanks for listening. And if you would like to connect more, head over to SusanBeth.com and sign up, and you will be one of the first to find out about anything new. Plus, there's a special free download available just to say thanks. If something in this episode did speak to you, would you do me a favor and share it with a friend that you think it might resonate with as well? And until next time, keep showing up in the world just as God purposed you to do, because you being you is exactly what we all need.